Hi everyone, Mama Jane here. Welcome to Supanova Melbourne 2017. I'm here as Lumpy Space Princess and I want you to hang out with me today. We're here at Supanova 2017 with Chris McQuinlan today. Chris, can you tell me a little bit about what you're selling today?
I'm spruiking a bunch of stuff, most specifically my comic books. This is the first time I've done a con selling my most recent comic, Nevermorrow, which is a sci-fi comic I released back in August last year. Unfortunately, the comic I'm currently working on is not available, but I'm working on a webcomic called Monkey Junk, so I'm sort of promoting that a little bit as well. Otherwise, just some prints, doing commissions, some original art, just the usual garb that you would get in the artist alley. Yeah.
Now, when is Monkey Junk being released as a paper comic? I've seen a little bit of it on your Patreon and I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, so the idea is I'm going to be publishing a page a week online, as you probably know, which you can check out on Tapastic. The idea is I'm going to do an arc before I release each story. So each arc will comprise of at least 4 issues. Each issue will be roughly about 20 pages, so we're looking at around an 80-page comic. So in about 80 weeks.
Oh, okay, cool. So we've got a little bit of a wait for that one. So there's heaps of cosplayers and things around today. What's your favourite cosplay you've seen so far?
I don't know. Actually, no. There was one girl who came up to the table and she was dressed as one of the main characters from Summer Wars. I can't remember the name of...
So not me.
So no, it wasn't you at all. No, but you do look beautiful today, Mama Jane. Lovely. You're very frilly and foofy and fluffy and yeah.
Thank Mama Jane's mama for the costume. Thanks, Mum.
Good job, Andrea. Good job.
Now, you have a very adorable little baby girl called AJ. How old is she now?
She just turned 8 months.
And when are you going to start her making comics?
Well, I've already put the pencil in her hand and she's done a few scribbles. So based on the critique I gave her, she's got a good few months before she even begins. But yeah, pretty much as soon as she starts drawing, she'll be seeing me creating comics, as she's getting older. So hopefully that'll encourage her. And if that's what she wants to do, then I will definitely encourage her to do the same. But I'd say, by 2 or 3, hopefully we'll have a little April Jade comic on the table here.
No pressure, AJ, no pressure. All right, and my final question, what's the best advice your mama ever gave you?
Don't have children, Chris.
Oh, Mama McQuinlan, okay.
It worked out all right. Yeah.
Most people say something like follow your dreams, but yeah, okay, cool. Please don't reproduce, got it.
Terrible child, yeah.
Well, once again,
it's all a facade. Yeah.
Just horrible. Once again, thank you so much for doing an interview with me today.
This is the first time I've been on the Mama Jane channel.
This is, and you were like one of the first people to ever follow me, so I'm so glad to finally get you on here.
Yeah, well, all the best for your YouTube channel.
And same to you. Where can everyone find all of your work?
Oh, cool. You can pretty much check me out online. Just search for Chris McQuinlan Art. The name is up above, I assume. Yeah, just check me out and you can find me. I'm up on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all that. I am taking a bit of a lull at the moment. Just things are really busy, but hopefully in the next month everything will be sort of back up in action and I'll be back on Monkey Junk full-time again and all that. So, yeah, and I miss YouTube. I love YouTube so much and it's been a while since I've been on there, but yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Chris. I'm here with Tung to talk about his new book, Extra Virgin Mini Tom. Tom, can you tell us a little bit about this one?
Well, I'm almost on the wrong side of 30, and obviously there's a lot of pressure for me to have done something by now, which I haven't actually done yet. And it's really interesting. A lot of the social pressures, I'm not sure if anyone else is feeling them. I'm pretty sure they are, but yeah.
I think everybody feels certain social pressures, yes.
And so I've done a little book about a few shower thought type things about being a virgin, being an older virgin. And there are a lot of cartoons in here that you draw them and then you immediately think, I don't believe that anymore. but it's good to get it out. And I think I'm hoping someone else will read it and think the same thing. They're like, oh, yeah, I don't need that pressure.
And why did you decide to do this particular book? What was sort of the moment where you're like, yeah, I should write about that?
It occurred to me sort of late last year that I was probably making the joke about doing an erotic book too often. And
just run with it.
Yeah. And then Fred had also was like, you've made that joke 3 times already, like in the past few months. I'm like, oh, okay. And it's not a topic I cover in my daily cartoons either. So I figured, you know what? Like, let's make a little special book, just a once-off, get it all done, get it all out there, and it'll be done. And then I've put it out, and I want to do a sequel now.
And what did your mum think of this book? Did you bring this up with your mum before you did it, or did you just kind of do it?
Oh yeah. My family all know about what I'm doing and the apparent smut I'm peddling, and yeah, no, like they know about everything I do. They were probably more cynical about being a cartoonist than me even talking about this. So yeah.
And so did you like watch a lot of Game of Thrones for references, or did you just kind of, Game of Thrones, anything on HBO at the moment, or?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I spoke to a lot of people. Like, once someone hears you're doing a sex book, everyone has an opinion. And one of the things that's come up a lot is that there isn't a really accurate depiction of sex in media. Like, it's all obscured, or it's all highly stylized, or really romanticized. And so, like, there isn't that much out there. And I remember even one person was like, how violent is porn these days? I'm like, I wouldn't know, but all right.
So you had a lot of awkward conversations with these people when you were talking about this book?
Oh, they offer it up freely. It's
just throwing it on out there. And my last question is, what's the best advice your mother ever gave you?
The best advice just being patient. Like, that's the thing, is that it's just about a matter of time. It's about being patient, but you won't always feel that way. You can always know it up here, you can't always know it down here, and yeah.
So that's good advice, Mama Tung. All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate you doing the interview with me today. Thank you so much. I'm here now with Luke Andrew. Luke, can you tell me a little bit about what you're selling today?
I sure can. So today I'm selling my new book, Alpha and Omega. Also doing prints and commissions on the day, and yeah, so it's awesome. Buy it. Come and buy it.
Can you tell us a little bit about Alpha and Omega, please?
Sure. It's about 2 brothers who are superheroes, and it's like about how if you have so much power, you can struggle with the idea of being better than everybody else, and so one of them wants to be a god and the other one wants to just be a hero.
Oh, okay, that sounds really interesting. So it's a big sort of not only a physical but sort of like psychological battle between the brothers.
Yeah, so it's kind of like Invincible meets Dragon Ball Z.
That sounds amazing.
With, just the whole idea of that they're brothers and family drama.
Wonderful. And what keeps you coming back to conventions?
I think just doing new projects and artwork and stuff like that, and then having people respond positively to what you're putting out.
Oh, wonderful. And my final question, what's the best advice your mother ever gave you?
Oh man, that's so hard to figure out. It wasn't the best advice she ever gave me, but she used to say, like, if we got hurt, if a bone wasn't sticking out or was bleeding, you're okay.
My mother used to say that too. Is there a bone sticking out or blood gushing? No, then you're fine.
That's it, yeah. You just
advice to live by.
Walk it off.
Oh, well, thank you so much, and good luck for the rest of the con. with Jess now. Jess, can you tell me a little bit about your costume, please?
Yeah, certainly. So this is the character Sigyn. She's from the Thor comics, and she's married to Loki.
That has got to be a rocky marriage.
Yeah, she was tricked into it. So what I did was I totally redesigned her costume. It was a bit planned in the initial comics, so I thought I'll add some Nordic twist to it with the Celtic knots, Yggdrasil. Got Nordic motifs here, so dragons.
I know you guys can't feel this, obviously, but this actually feels really sturdy. This is really good quality stuff.
Yeah, it's made out of warbler. Again, tattoos here, they all mean something. I've got Loki tattooed on my ring finger, fidelity, because she's the goddess of fidelity, over my chest or heart. Got sigils, under here.
She's an inked up lady.
I am inked up. It was created by Lyris Design. She made the outfit, but as I said, I designed it. So we collaborated, talked about materials and what we were going to do to create the look that, in the end, wanted to achieve. So.
And how long do you think you spent putting in just the design hours?
I've been working on it for a number of years. Just playing with different designs. But to come to the final design, it probably took me maybe an hour and a half. I just grabbed a whole bunch of influences from my Pinterest and chucked them all on a page and sent them to Lyris Design, and we talked about it some more, and in the end, this is what we came up with.
Well, you look absolutely fantastic, and I hope you're having a great time today.
Thank you so much.
Christian, who is an ace trainer today. Christian, could you tell me a little bit about your costume?
I only use bird Pokemon.
Wonderful, great. Okay, and did it take you long to put together?
Have you taught your Pokemon how to use fly?
Okay, and can I pat your Pidgey?
My Pidgey's very tame. You can pat if you'd like.
Very cute. And last question, Bulbasaur, Charmander or Squirtle?
Pidgey.
Of course. So you were just telling me that you actually made this Pidgey. Can you tell me how long this took you?
Sure. Actually, it was the better part of 2 halves of a night. It was actually surprisingly easy. I just took a papercraft model that you can just print off from online, built that, and then just actually hot glued over the lines and put the felt down, and then just cut the felt to size.
That's amazing. I thought you were going to tell me that took you hours.
No, I stuffed it before I put the craft on just to reinforce the actual paper craft. But surprisingly easy, and then just rare earth magnets with inside of it, so it just clips on.
Magnets, how do they work?
Exactly, miracle.
But no, this is amazing. And the beak and the feet, what are they made out of?
The beak's just craft foam, and these are $2 shop chicken feet from a dog toy that for some reason the dog toy, it had a peg leg, and so I had to buy 2, so it literally has 2 left feet.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. You did such a good job, and that is super creative, so good work.
Thank you.
Have you managed to steal any Pokemon today?
Oh, well, yeah, me and my gang, we stole a Pikachu earlier. It was a bit of fun, but
I'm here with Kieran Nunn. Kieran, can you tell us a little bit about your new comic, The Talking Bread?
Yeah, well, it's called The Talking Bread, and it was fully funded through Kickstarter, which is a great opportunity for any indies that's up and coming. We've still got some Kickstarter left over, so we're selling those today and tomorrow, and we've also got our new print, which is these ones here, in a beautiful Phantom style print, so it's like the same material they use for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's been a great day. I've really enjoyed myself. It's my first real big con, so yeah, it's been good.
And Why did you decide to write a comic about a talking loaf of bread?
Well, I was a baker for 10 years and I had a lot of life experiences where, some weird stuff happens. Some really weird stuff happens, and not as much in this issue, but the upcoming issues, the story's going to develop and you'll see some really weird stuff and you'll be like, what the hell?
Okay. Are any of the slices based off people you know?
Yes, they are.
Yes, but we don't want to admit it.
Yeah, don't get sued. But yeah, they are. You'll be everyone that reads it will be able to relate to a character, more or less. Yeah, so you'll be able to relate to everyone or a certain character, or even the villains that are. There's more villains coming. You might be able to relate to them if you're a bad guy, I guess.
Everybody likes a good bad guy. So you also, with the Kickstarter, you sent out a print that was. I still can't even talk about it. That was called the Darks. No, this is good. We'll use this. It was called the Dark Slice Rises, in which Batman was a piece of bread and a Joker was the pigeon. Do you have anything else like that coming along?
There is something in the works. We're going to do a Kickstarter for issue 3. I'm taking a break so I can kind of develop the story a bit more. So there is something coming. It's under wraps at the moment. I don't want to give anything away, but...
Not even a little hint?
I can't do it. It's going to be all lock and key now. Now that I got the reaction from you, and that video was great. It made my week, it did. I just couldn't believe that someone got a reaction from it like that. So, yeah, so the next one will be with the Kickstarter 3. I'm not going to say any more than that now.
And my last question, what's the best advice your mother ever gave you?
To work hard, and it applies for what I'm doing right now. It's all about hard work. If you work hard, you can make something of yourself. And to anyone that watches this, it's the same again. Just keep working at it. If you think you can't do it, believe in yourself and you'll get there.
Good advice from Mama Nunn there. All right, thank you so much.